Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from OddsJam back with you today to do some more plus EV betting, see if we can find any value out there tonight. Pretty small slate with college basketball, no NBA. NBA just finished up the All-Star break, so we've got a few days off with no NBA. But conference tournaments are right around the corner in college basketball. The big dance is right around the corner as well. So plenty to be excited about. College basketball is probably, or this time of the year, I guess, is probably one of my favorite times or most favorite times of the year. It's just very exciting. Always good games to watch. Always something to bet on. So be sure, if you haven't, take advantage of those sportsbook sign-up bonuses. They're in the description below. Build your bankroll prior to the start of March Madness so that you can make bets all throughout the tournament. So check those out. If you're tuning in and you're from Illinois, in-person registration is by the wayside here in about 12 days, I believe. So that's super exciting. Should be getting Bet MGM as well. So looking forward to that. We'll no longer have to drive to sign up for sportsbooks. So if you're in Illinois, exciting times coming there. And if you're in some other states, I know Ohio's set to go legal at some point this year as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I was on here earlier prior to coming live. There's really not a lot out there. At least there wasn't as of about 10 minutes ago. You can see the bet tracker on OddsJam. It's completely free to use. If you're if you're not a member, you don't have to. You don't even have to be a member to use this. Notice we track the closing line value. You always want to see green. Green is good. We did have a couple of issues with some of these here over the weekend with pulling some live odds, but nonetheless, you could actually go in and edit these if you wanted to. I guess I could do that, but I haven't done that yet. But Saturday was a solid day. We cashed a couple of plus 150 underdogs on the money line. We bet those, I believe, on that first stream that I did, and then we came back in the afternoon and finished out with some winners as well. So not a bad day on Saturday. Bet Tracker grades all of these bets for you. However, you have to make sure that you are putting them in from the odds page. So let's say, for example, you bet this Boston College Florida State game. You need to come to the game and you need to click what book you're using and put your amount in. All right. These games have specific game IDs. So in order for us to grade your bet, you need to actually select it from the odds page. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this because I'm not betting on Florida State against Boston College. But just wanted to show you that's how you can put those bets in. Obviously, if you pull a bet straight from the positive EV page, then it'll just automatically go in there when you hit the plus button here. So that is something that you can do there as well. So let's go ahead and hop over here to Illinois. We'll see what we have available. Again, not a lot, just going to show you again exactly another reason why you need multiple sports books. Having multiple sports books gives you, obviously more opportunities to bet. So pretty limited here in Illinois. It looks like we have 5 right now. Now, I will say I have excluded soccer for this stream, just simply because some of these are over a month away, and I didn't want to have to wade through all of those. But it looks like Penn State has a little bit of value on the money line against Maryland on PointsBet. Penn State plus 1.5. against Maryland. Let's see. That's the first half. So let's see if that's a home game. So no, actually Penn State's on the road there for that one. So looks like almost 2.9% of expected value there. If you wanted to bet that one, it's right on the money as far as the market width goes. Mississippi Valley State, Prairie View A&M, 2.6%. I do have Kenny's ratings today. I actually looked at this one. It was there earlier. Looked like he made that right around 12. So maybe worth a look, maybe not. It's a 19-cent difference there in the market width. We can check and see what ESPN has. Looks like they make it about 12 as well. So pretty even there with Kenny and ESPN as far as that goes. It is plus EV though, to take Mississippi Valley State minus 110 on DraftKings, again 2.6%. I'm going to pass on this. Not super interested in betting these college games like this tonight that are absolutely horrible to watch. Mississippi Valley State, Prairie View A&M. Really no interest there for me. So let's look though at some higher ones. We can see American 3.6%. Against Colgate plus 17.5. Americans coming off of that win against Army on Saturday. Looks like Kenny makes that line about 14. Looks like ESPN makes it about 21. So if you wanted to bet this, definitely some pretty good value there, 3.6%. 20-cent difference here in the market width. Again, I'm taking the negative number and I'm subtracting the positive number from it. So minus 130 plus 110, that's a difference of 20 cents. We can look at this game and we can kind of see what the other books have. So you can see most of the other books are at 17. Some books are at 16.5. So 17.5 is a really, really good number here. If you wanted to bet American, a lot of good value on that. Northern Arizona and Southern Utah. You can take a look at that one. Looks like he makes that spread right at 6, and we're catching 6.5 if you take Northern Arizona. So again, another one we can just take a look and see. Looks like it's about spot on again as well. So maybe this is worth a play. Again, we can take a look though, and we can just see what the other books have. It looks like most of the other books are minus 5.5, minus 6, and you are picking up plus 6.5 at minus 110. So definitely some value there on WinBet at minus 110 for Northern Arizona. Not seeing a whole lot here as far as betting opportunities go. Again, pretty slow day in college basketball. We've got conference tournaments coming up very, very soon, but pretty slow day for hoops. Turn on player props, see if there's anything out there for hockey. Doesn't look like it. Oh, okay, here's one. Nylander over 0.5 point, minus 200 on Caesars, but very, very wide market, 2.2%. Don't even have that Caesars. Let me go over here to New Jersey and see if there's any player props that pop up. I know we added some hockey ones. It looks like that's about it. So, I mean, OddsJam, if you're new, don't know what OddsJam is, not familiar with how to use the website, we've got a sharp betting blog. You can come here. You can search for anything that you want to learn about. So you want to learn about free bets. So you can search that. Here are tons of articles about free bets. Parlay insurance is another one I think that we've got articles on. What is the FanDuel parlay insurance? So whatever you're looking for, sports betting related, you can search it here and it will tell you if we have an article on it. So that's something that you can check out. There is the betting blog, and then the bet tracker, of course, is obviously 100% free to use. The other thing I wanted to mention, this link's in the description below as well, is getting your friends to sign up for OddsJam. If you click the description below, you can get a link. You create a custom link after you sign up, and anyone who signs up underneath you will get 20% of all revenue, or you will get 20% of the revenue for them signing up for the length of their subscription. So pretty cool there. Get your friends to sign up for OddsJam and you make money. Real quick, we'll just go through this slate of college games tonight, see what's out there. I do have one game that I'm planning on betting personally, and it's going to be this North Carolina game, -9.5. This is definitely my favorite play on the board for today. North Carolina -9.5. As far as the rest of these games go, I mean, this Baylor-Oklahoma State game is pretty interesting. Kind of surprised Baylor's only laying 4.5 here. Thought it'd be a little bit more. Huge revenge game here for UCLA. Lost in that triple overtime game at Arizona State a few Saturdays ago. Definitely would look at UCLA in the first half here if I were betting that. Let me just go back to. Actually, let's switch gears real quick. I'll check the Plus EV page again before I leave, but just want to check out some games for this coming week. Again, as we approach conference tournament, Villanova-UConn tomorrow, pretty interesting game. Arkansas-Florida will be very interesting to see how Florida responds after beating Auburn. Arkansas obviously coming off of that big win against Tennessee as well. So that could be a very interesting game there. Not seeing anything else tomorrow. Taking a look at the games on Wednesday. Wednesday, not as interesting. LSU, Kentucky, maybe a little bit of value there on LSU. They've definitely been struggling, but I think LSU beat them earlier in the year. So revenge for Kentucky. Michigan, Rutgers, this will be an interesting game. First game, I would assume Michigan will be without Juwan Howard after that incident yesterday. Haven't heard yet what's going to happen there with him, but should have been fired immediately, in my opinion. Looks like Thursday, Ohio State, Illinois. Nice Big Ten matchup there. Friday, St. Louis U and Richmond. That could be a good game. Saturday, looks like we've got some really good games on Saturday. Kentucky heads to Arkansas. Be curious to see how Arkansas fares in Florida, and then how Kentucky fares at home against LSU. Purdue on the road at Sparty. That could be an interesting game. Wisconsin on the road at Rutgers. Rutgers had been red hot yesterday prior to getting beat by Purdue. Tennessee, Auburn. Looks like ESPN has Tennessee by 6 in that game, so that'll be interesting. Interesting to see what happens in that game. Sunday, Illinois at Michigan. Looks to be the game of the day on Sunday. And then on Monday, we will be starting up conference tournament play. I believe it's the NEC. Matchups aren't set yet for that, but NEC will start on Monday for conference tournaments. So we'll head back over here and we will take a look at the Plus EV page one last time, see if there's anything that stands out. Norfolk State -7 against Morgan State. We can take a look and see. Looks like Kenny makes that right around 7. So if you wanted to bet that, if you were able to, at any of these 3 books, there's definitely some plus money value there, and Kenny likes that as well. SIU Edwardsville, Eastern Illinois, 2 Illinois schools that I cannot bet, but we'll take a look at that and see if there is any value. Looks like 119.5 is what Kenny makes that, and it looks like it's 125.5 is the over. Plus EV, again, pretty small expected value play there, so maybe worth passing on. So that'll pretty well do it for me today. I'm going to hop off of here. Pretty short stream, not a lot out there in the way of betting. As always, if you have questions about sportsbook sign-up bonuses or anything related to OddsJam, you can email me, Randall@oddsjam.com. You can DM me on Twitter @RandallKBets. Be more than happy to help you out there and answer any of the questions that you have. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow feeling better than today. This is now day 5 of whatever it is that I have. So hopefully we can shake whatever it is that I have. But thanks for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.